I'd like to thank everybody for being here, and we are going to hear some great talent tonight. Tony Ramey and Marc Douglas Berardo.
Mark's he's agreed to tee off.
I'm going to get one in the fairway. I absolutely could have gotten you guys better seats if you had called ahead. Unbelievable.
We tried. The green room's right there.
That's all I've prepared. Thank you guys so much. Good night.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while since we last talked. Last time I saw you, the world was in flames. We were dancing on the edge of the darkness, kicking down doors and taking names, man. Ruby, I know your soul is battered, but giving up now is a big mistake. There's a second chance lurking around every corner, and a beautiful morning about to break. There. So look at that sunrise over yonder. Look at hope hanging up in the sky. Look at that road laid out before you, where the night's past and you've survived. So come on, Ruby, walk with me into this light. I can see that you've been stumbling, drifting around, searching for grace. But some of that drifting is taking its toll. I can see it in your face. You can wallow in 2 years of the troubles, hide away, expecting doom. But you're gonna have to get yourself up tomorrow, get out of this room. Look at that sunrise over yonder. Look at hope hanging up in the sky. Look at that road laid out before you. The night's past and you've survived. Come on, Ruby, walk with me into this light. Yeah. Weaving around like a whiskey dancer under the cover of the night. This darkness has got to give with the coming up this morning light. So look at that sunrise over yonder. Look at hope hanging up in the sky. Look at that road laid out before you. The night's past and you've survived it. So come on, Ruby, walk with me into this light. Thank you, friends.
Who's Ruby, man?
Made it up. Totally made up.
So I'm not used to really being on this side. This side is the first time. This is the first night I've ever actually been placed on this side of the stage. So if y'all could just switch, y'all could just move over. I'm just kidding.
It's the baseball shift.
I won't make you do that. All right, so somebody mentioned my George Strait thing, and I haven't played that in a while, so I thought, well, that's something I guess I could play. It's called Hot Grease and Zydeco. Have I ever played that here before? It's kind of hot grease and Zydeco-ish, you know.
I'm going to ask you to please leave, madam, during the show.
That was so distracting. I heard the music, Big Daddy played, smell like gumbo coming through that old screen door. Fans are blowing, flies are buzzing, people jitterbugging on that hardwood floor. I work my finger down to the bone, I make the money, spend it on a hot breeze and anxiety cold. Feed my belly, feed my hungry soul. It's Friday night, they let the good time roll. But hot breeze and anxiety cold. Hey, hey. Say show. So hot. My baby loving, deep fried, golden brown lips with that long black hair. We get to cooking when we kiss, no time at all, Lord, she take me there. Down on the bayou, the stir it up, tastes so good I can't get enough of hot breeze and anxiety cold. Feed my belly, feed my hungry soul. It's Friday night, they let the good time roll. Hot breeze and anxiety cold. Hey, hey. Say show. So hot. Here comes the breakdown now. Hot breeze and anxiety cold. Feed my belly, feed my hungry soul. It's Friday night, they let the good time roll. But hot breeze and hot breeze and hot breeze and anxiety cold. Hey, say show. I gotta quit playing that. I'm too old to be doing that.
I feel like you could pull a muscle.
Yeah, I think I did pull a couple vocal cord muscles on there. It's funny what, you and I've been doing this long enough I know you probably can relate to this, but it's real strange while I'm sitting up here playing a song, the things that run through my ADHD mind, And one of them was, I wrote that song with a buddy of mine from Grand Isle. Yeah. And he came to me with the idea. He wanted to write a Zydeco song. And first thing I said, living in Nashville as many years as I had been, was, okay, so why do you want to do that? And, because I didn't know many people writing Zydeco songs at the time, and singing them for that matter, But anyway, Gordon Bradbury is a wonderful person, funny, really funny guy. And they said, I just want to write something, just something real, And I said, okay, so we'll write about green beans. Hey, I'm all for that, So we wrote this song, and of course, Gordon is Grand Isle, Louisiana, so, he brought it, right? And anyway, he was so mad when the album came out on George because whoever typed in the lyrics spelled "say show" wrong, the French, so hot. And I wouldn't say he's mad. He was kind of upset about it, right? I was really mad. I was like, who typed in the lyrics for this? So anyway, yeah, right. And so anyway, they spelled it SAYSHO. Say show. And I guess it's supposed to be like CEST or some crazy French spelling, which I didn't know either. So I thought, in the depths of my anger, I thought, well, if they would have asked me, I probably would have told them wrong anyway. So, But I was thinking about that while I was singing it, trying to get it out of my head so I could finish the song, But thanks for the request, because I hadn't played that in a long time. I almost forgot most of it. But somehow
It's nice when you
came
can start the little music show with one of your George Strait hits, man.
back. Well,
Follow that.
That's great.
oh yeah, man.
Stop that, man.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Does everything? I'm sure it sounds all right. Does everything sounds good? Yeah? And the outfits are cool. We look good? Sometimes in the middle of songs, I'm thinking about lunch and things like that.
Yeah,
Like, anything else. Yeah, man.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming. Fun.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, American Legion guy. Man, that's wonderful. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
It means a
49.
lot.
Thank y'all for coming out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're all friends now, and I'm going to tell you everything. I live in Rhode Island. That's where I live. I live in Westerly, Rhode Island. It's a really nice little town. I've been there, I keep saying, for 3 years. I think it's been 7. I looked it up. I'm like 18 years. It goes by fast, right? Time goes by. Anyway, I'm going to play you this song I made up a number of years ago. And I think you're younger than me, probably. I just turned 7.
I doubt it, man.
But,
Not anymore.
But all I know is I made up this song about getting older, and recently I've been forgetting the words.
I like that.
How long can you run? Trying to outrace the setting sun. How long can you roll before you're gonna have to pay the toll? You see, the body breaks and it's slow to respond, and the mind's half full and then it's half gone. The hair on your head turns to gray with every passing day, little by little, every passing day. You see, time is a currency that you can't save. It's crashing on the beach like so many waves, and the body is just wires and bones, and it's slowly broken up by sticks and stones. Each moment comes and then it's gone. It's out into the great beyond, and the hair on your head turns to gray with every passing day, little by little, every passing day. You see, I heard it said that nothing lasts, that everything now will surely be past. And Bobby says you better get busy being born. And Dinah says blow your horn. Dinah says blow your horn. You see, everything that matters now. Everything's changing and the moon is jumping over the cow. Got 24 hours on the clock. Somewhere in the cradle, the baby gonna rock. Somewhere in the cradle, the baby gonna rock. Got mother and child in a beautiful bond, and the child grows up and the child's gone, and the hair on your head turns to gray with every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. With every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. Oh, you know what? Please sing this with me. It'll be good for your soul. It's just us in this room. The door is locked. The game is closed. And please, strip to the waist, everybody. You sing with me, you sing. Little by little, every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. Little by little, every passing. Just Tony. Little by little, every passing day. You sing. Little by little, every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. Little by little, every passing day. Every passing day. Well done. Thanks for singing.
I thought I did.
Making me feel old.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't feel good about it either, sir.
I thought I did rather well on that.
You were very good. And as I explained to you earlier when we got here, we met, and I said I had heard Tony's songs. I've been listening to them for the last couple of days. I love them. I love them. And I hate everything. So I love it. I'm really glad to be here with Tony. How about a hand for our
I hate
great
all my
buddy?
songs. Oh, yeah. All
new
of you,
friend.
all you, man. All you. Those phone lines overhead make me wanna call her, ask her if there still might be a chance. While the light on that horizon makes me wanna keep on driving, and the desert sun sinks into the sand. Oh, as I'm looking into my rearview mirror, I see the lines of my past keep getting clearer and clearer, like a line that we drew, the line that we crossed, the lines on my face from the years that we lost. There's the lines about us in those sad goodbye songs, and the lines on this highway go on and on. On and on. Where the line I'm riding now leads straight into tomorrow. I don't think it ever circles back, 'cause the lines you walk in love, they're all so straight and narrow, and I never was much good at all of that. And oh, some lines just like memories run together. Some lines twist and turn, and some go on forever, like a line that we drew, the line that we crossed, the line
my song, and the lines on this highway go on and on and on. Those phone lines overhead make me wanna call her.
Great song. All right. Leave it to me as Mark has a happy, hopeful turn to life. I'll bring you back down over here on this.
Yeah, no, don't
That's
worry
my
about
job, you know.
it. This is a 50-minute murder ballad I'm about to play for you now.
All right.
No, the truth is, that's a beautiful song. I love that song. Really
Thank
love
you,
it. It put me in mind of this song. I was about to play something upbeat and happy, but you're already
I'll
sitting
fix
here.
that.
You can't go anywhere. You know. And it kind of put me in mind of this song. That song. It's I've said this before. I was briefly married in the 1950s to both the Gabor sisters, and this is one of those breakup tunes. You know? Can I get anybody anything before I start this thing?
Tissues.
Happens when bikers sit down front. They start the trouble. You guys.
You are not broken, but your wings, they are not clipped. It's just a temporary melancholy into which you have slipped. Maybe it did not work out, but you got to love just the same. So put the memory of that behind a picture frame and pack up your bags, close the drawer. You don't have to live that way anymore. Give yourself a break. Let your heart just rest and bandage up the places that you've bled. Listen to the voices in your head telling you are already gone. Put the wind at your back. You got to ride this one out, or you have come too far to give up now. Everything you need could probably carry through the door. Don't even stop to think about what it is you're leaving for. There'll be no more empty promises, no more keeping score, no more dodging bullets in your dirty little war. Give yourself a break. Gotta let your heart just rest. You gotta bandage up the places that she bled. And you gotta listen to the voices in your head telling you are already gone. Gather up your thoughts, gather up your things, gather up your strength, and leave the key. No thoughts and wisdom, those things are earned and then they're owned. Something that you carry with you from everywhere that you have roamed. You are made of whalebone, getting stronger every day. So take what you need and be on your way. You toughest stone, and you can live alone. there you stand at the dimming of the day. And there's nothing else that anyone can say except you are already gone. You are already gone.
Yeah, man.
That's a real dance number. Thank you guys very much.
Tony. You know what song I'd love to hear?
What's that? I hope I know it.
You do.
I'm ready.
White Trash Girlfriend.
White Trash Girlfriend this early in the evening. Wow. It's going to be a rowdy one tonight, boys and girls. Now, okay, if you ask for it. All right, so there is a story behind this song that I really need to keep to myself right now. So anyway, so this is, well, this is the only song that, well, I won't say that. This is one of the very few songs that I actually perform live that I have never recorded. I'm afraid if I were to record this, I would be extremely afraid that it would be hugely successful. And it would be the one song that I'm remembered by long after I'm gone, you know, as time passes. All right, I'll do it. I haven't done this in a while, so you may have to help me out here. Okay, let's see. This is. Well, we're the best of friends through thick and thin, more than just a few beers and tears. We'd been overseas, Ellie took a bullet for me, but it'd been that way for years. It was all for one, one for all, us against the world in a fight. Till he fell in love and push come to shove when I drew the line last night. Now everybody's supposed to say why? Well, I'll tell you why. 'Cause he's got a big mouth, white trash girlfriend. She talks like a sailor too. Yeah, she says words I ain't never heard. She got a barbed wire band tattoo. And if that ain't enough, she thinks she's hot stuff, 'cause she don't spit when she chews. He's got a big mouth, white trash girlfriend I ain't ever gonna get used to. And when she walked in, I knew right then, in her camel cigarettes and toe, those cut-off jeans said truck stop queen. She said, I'm hammered as a low-class hoe. Then she ordered up a jack, and then she threw it on back, and then she kissed my girl on the lips. There were pulling hair extensions everywhere, and everybody got pissed. Well, I'll tell you why. 'Cause he's got a big mouth, white trash girlfriend. She talks like a sailor too. Yeah, she says words I ain't never heard. She got a barbed wire band tattoo. And if that ain't enough, she thinks she's hot stuff, 'cause she don't spit when she chews. You got a big mouth, white trash girlfriend I ain't ever gonna get used to. He's got a big mouth, white trash girlfriend. I mean a big mouth, white trash girlfriend. I said a big mouth, white trash, nasty arse girlfriend I ain't ever gonna get used to. song that made us famous, man. Yeah,
I wrote this.
That's what I said after it was finished. Wow. Should we really play this? Yeah.
I wrote this,
My most requested
this
song.
song from the girls' point of view. It's called "What Did I Do?"
Oh, I like
It's
it.
not. It's not. Is that you've never recorded that song?
Never.
You not like to have that fancy money?
Well,
that
you
make
know
for the
what?
songs?
I don't know. It's weird.
That's
I'm
right.
almost afraid to do it, you know. What could happen?
Nah, you should do it.
You could make lots of money and be famous. That's what could happen.
I don't know. White trash. Oh, yeah, that's a white trash girlfriend guy.
I know that
I'll play a little song called Lines for y'all. Oh, yeah, the white trash girlfriend guy. Yeah.
It's your margarita.
That's okay. Yeah, you have a point there.
Randy, I've never said this in 57 years of sitting here and saying, can you turn my guitar down a little bit? It's never happened. Yeah, please. I love that song. Do it again.
Okay.
I'm going to play you sort of a hometown song from my homeland of Rhode Island. I live among a lot of sort of in a fishing community. They're long line fishermen, sword fishermen, that sort of thing. They're real New Englanders. They got big beards, and I don't know if you can understand a word I'm saying from my thick New England accent. But these guys got them real thick, and I had a neighbor for years. He'd get up when I was coming home, you know how that is, and he'd go out, going out to fish at 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 3 a.m. I don't remember. And he would talk to me, and I never understood a word the guy was saying ever. But I'd watch him sit in his car and just sort of sit there for a couple hours and drink beer before he'd go in and say hello to his family. I made up this song about him. I'll never sing it for him, but it's called Bottom of the Bottle. You got 16 years long lining on the swordfish. That is my job up here. The rest of my life I'm only sitting outside trying to land. When I'm home, I'm only sitting here, parked out in the car. Got a little bit of liquor, bottom of the deep end. I'm gonna stay at the bottom of the bottom, bottom of the deep. Leave me here to wallow, leave me here to sleep. Up on land, I'm no damn good. I would be a better man if I could. You don't have to wake me, let me be. Go back out on the sea. Got the bottom of the bottle. See, when I'm home with my wife, it's fight after fight. Talk about the money and scream all night. Then I look to the door, yeah, I'm ready to bail out. Feels like I'm breaking out of jail. Got me sipping on the whiskey in the wheelhouse. At the end of every day, got me living in my mind up there, wasting time and drifting away. At the bottom of the bottom of the deep. Leave me here to wallow, leave me here to sleep. Up on land, I know damn good I would be a better man if I could. You don't have to wait, let me be, till it's time to go back out on the sea. The bottom of the bottle. I don't think I'll ever quit fishing. Fishing's all that I know. Like my father's father before me. When you get the call, you got to go. And I know I'll never quit the drinking. Don't think I ever will. I'm never gonna find enough of the whiskey to fill that hole down deep where the water is cold. Oh, at the bottom of the bottom of the deep. Leave me here to wallow, leave me here to sleep. Up on
yeah. Bottom of the bottle.
Thank you. You heard that little beep at the end of the song? That
I
means
did.
the song is supposed to end.
Oh,
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Yeah. I need one of those. So. Yeah, I'll do that one. I think I can do that one.
That's a cool capo there.
Well, thank you. It's a Thalia.
Thalia?
A Thalia capo. And I'm not paid to say that. How do you break up a bluegrass band? You steal their capo. It's my favorite one right there. I fly away in my mind. Yeah, let's see here. I haven't done that in a while. I was just thinking about, next year. Next year, I've got I wrote a funny song with a buddy of mine, the same one that I wrote White Trash Girlfriend with. And it's called Christmas Balls. So it's really funny. And,
Sure, you can do it tonight if you want.
well, I mean, it's not Christmas time, and I don't really know it. So,
It's cold, yeah.
and I don't want to spoil it for him because like he's launching a huge, there'll be T-shirts and everything, So
We won't tell them.
yeah, it'll be a big to do, All right, so Fly Away in My Mind. This is sort of a hometown, That cold northern rain is rolling in. It's another plane to another town again. But I feel the warmth of a soft southern wind whispering, country boy, where you been? And I fly away in my mind where the roads and rivers wind. Time's the only peace that my heart can never find. It's when I fly away in my mind. And back home they can't believe how far I've come. Oh, but they don't know half the things I've done. There's a part of me that feels like a prodigal son, all alone, lost and on the run. Where I fly away in my mind, where the roads and rivers wind. Time's the only peace that my heart can never find. It's when I fly away in my mind. And I'm high above the clouds, and I'm holding her now. That girl who loved me enough to give me wings, the one who's always there in my dreams. When I fly away in my mind, where the roads and rivers wind. Sometimes the only peace that my heart can never find is when I fly away in my mind. Sometimes the only peace that my heart can never find is when I fly away in my mind.
I remembered it. I blew the dust off of that one out. I was going, what was that? Well, it's been a while.
That's my new favorite song. I love it.
Oh, thank you, man.
It's really beautiful. It's hard to follow it, so I'm gonna.
No.
I'm gonna do a mime
Not with your
piece
stuff,
now
man.
that I. If you're wondering what this is, I got a basketball game going on ESPN.
He's got money on it, y'all. Bear with us here.
Is that a dog? I thought I'd taken a little bit of acid earlier, and I thought that was kicking in. I was like, what? I mean, you know, you never know. They told you that it's going to kick in at any time. You know?
That's good.
And I did that real amateur shit where I didn't think it was kicking in, and I took another one. Okay. See, thought what you needed was someone to point you with the wind. I thought what you needed was someone to start you up again. I thought what you needed was my winded advice. Now I know you did not need to hear it twice. And I guess that I was caught up in my own dreams. I wasn't listening to any of yours, it seems. Before you go, I hope you know you have my vow. Darling, I'm listening now. Listening now. You see, I tried to be the judge, I tried to put you on the stand. I thought I was softening all of the hard places that you would land at. And I talked to you till you were blue in your pretty face. I talked all over you and backed you up to a tiny space. And I guess that I was caught up in my own dreams. I wasn't listening to any of yours, it seems. But before you go, I hope you know you have my vow. Darling, I'm listening now. Listening now. See, there is a dance between two people, takes a lifetime to learn. Gets more complicated with every little turn. While you were trying to tell me that your feelings, they were real, I was trying to tell you how you should really feel. And I guess that I was caught up in my own dreams. I wasn't listening to any of yours, it seems. It's my Bob Dylan. But before you go, I hope you know you have my vow. Darling, I'm listening now.
Oh, yeah. Nice, man. I love that.
If I was Bob Dylan, I would.
You would do
I'm
that.
glad you're not Bob Dylan.
Yeah. My clothes would be ill-fitting, and I wouldn't be here.
So let's see. I may be able to do this one now. I'm rolling through the catalog of albums now and see if I can't. In 2020, when everything was shut down, including me, I just went in and made an album in a studio that I built. And I thought, well, there's nothing else to do, so I guess I'll do that, you know. And anyway, I guess it's been, what, 2 years? Or was it a year ago? I don't remember. It's 2 years. Wow, okay. Well, so I must have finished that up in 2021, I guess. And yeah. So I'll try to do a song or two from that one. And right before everything got shut down, this one was on a little album that I put out. I don't remember what the name of it was, but it sort of didn't get, I didn't play it much live because, we weren't playing live much. And so, anyway, but we did, a couple of you might remember, Rick, you might remember this song. This is a song that I used to play with the band when I had a band. I used to have a band. And we would, and so we would play this, and I remember one night a buddy of mine who comes, I haven't seen him in a while, but he used to come to a lot of shows, and the name of this song is Young Guns and Desperados, and I remember he asked me one night after I played, he said, "Hey man, so after the show, so who's the Young Guns?" I said, "Well, not me, obviously. I'm the Desperado." So I'm going to try this. Been living on the edge for as long as I can remember. I really don't know no other way to be. Us don't dream about living forever, gambling on a heart, betting on a song, aces up our sleeve, young gun, desperado, running from ourselves, running from the law, running from love despite it all. Guitar slinging, trying to see how far we can go. Makes for one hell of a show. Young gun, desperado. What I want ain't ever been what I needed. Glitter of gold, the fastest horse around. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you take it or leave it. When you follow the bones and the dust and the smoke from the bridges we burned down. Young guns and desperado, running from ourselves, from the law, running from love despite it all. All for one cowboy brother, whiskey drinking, guitar slinging, trying to see how far we can go. Makes for one hell of a show. Young gun, desperado. From the law, running from love despite it all. All for one cowboy brother, whiskey drinking, guitar slinging, trying to see how far we can go. Makes for one hell of a show. Young guns, desperado. Young gun. Thank you.
That's our new Legion song, by the way.
Well, I thought of you. I thought of my Legion buddies when I was singing that song.
That's a
Steel
hit
Horses.
song. You
Oh,
have
I
a
don't
knack
know.
for writing hit songs, and now, man, that's wonderful. I love
I
that.
just want to keep them to myself. And White Trash Girlfriend is one. You know.
That's 2 hit songs. What's the name of that song? That's called
Young Guns.
Guns and
yeah.
Desperate. I have a brother, Chris Berardo. My last name is Berardo. We've been in a band together. It's mostly his band, and the name of the band is Chris Berardo. My mom thought of this. Chris Berardo and the Desperados.
Oh, I like that.
Terrible name. I always tell people, it reminded me of that because I'm in a band. Like I've been playing with this great band. The band's great, but I've always said it's 2 chances for people to screw up the name in that. Chris Berardo and the Desperados. But I want to write us a theme song like that. That's a wonderful thing. Everybody doing all right? You guys having fun? Everybody good?
All right.
I want to tell you this sort of story song before you are, tired of me. I lived for a long time up in the hills above Santa Cruz, California. It's a beautiful place called Bonnie Doon, California. I lived 20 miles from anything. Spent a couple years there. I grew a really long beard, and I missed a few things. It was like falling asleep for a couple years. But
Is that acid?
well, it's funny you should say that
I
because
saw
I want
dogs
to tell you.
everywhere.
I want to tell you the story of this song is about a guy I knew up there, and I used to sit with him in a place called the Brookdale Lodge. I think it's still there. And everybody up in Santa Cruz, California, everybody in that part of the country, it's near San Francisco. They're essentially sort of formerly. Everybody was formerly like a member of the Strawberry Alarm Clock or something. And they all drive VW vans. It used to make me laugh. There was a place that I passed by every day, and they would fix those VW vans that everybody had. It was called the Old Volks Home, and I thought that was great.
I like that.
So I used to sit with this guy, and his name was Lightning, and he was damaged. But he seemed like there were moments where he seemed really like he was onto something. And we'd keep drinking, and I'd keep trying to ask him what he was on about. But anyway, this is I'm going a long way to tell you the story of this is called Lightning. 1966, the world was just waking up, coming to. In San Francisco, the Beatles played Candlestick. Everything was feeling brand new. Beat poets had all but left North Beach, and the scene had moved to the park. In the middle of all this, my man Lightning, he lit up the dark. He was born Charlie McChristie in an East Coast suburban town. Was a country club kid with a silver spoon, playing on the fresh cut ground. All the teachers called him brilliant, and all the girls, they loved his face. But in the middle of all that, my man Lightning, he lit up out of that place. Just like lightning, he was flashing. He was off and on, and then he was gone. He took a scholarship to San Francisco State, had all the promise in the world. He soon discovered pills in the carousel ballroom and those free love girls. And it did not take long to change him. Lightning stopped going to class. He told me a few hits of Owsley would do that to you. A few hits of that would put you on your ass. Yeah, his hippie friends called him Lightning. That suited him just fine. In fact, his mind was moving fast and always working overtime. See, he had the idea for the space phone, a personal arithmetic machine. But the drugs kept the genius bottled up. Those things remained just dreams. Could not bottle the lightning,
that was flashing. It was off and on, and then brother, he was gone. They were throwing around the eye chain up there. They were dancing around the fire. It would be hard to find a place on earth right then that wasn't getting any higher. Got your LSD, Mescalito, lightning past that acid test. But he could not feel the love inside, so it left him disillusioned and depressed. See, the 60s, they slid into the 70s. Lightning drifted further west to a beach shack in Lahaina, but by then he was just a mess. The dope was replaced by hard liquor and an anger inside. For him, the free love dream was over. For Lightning, it was a lie. He drowned one night in Kauai, drunk on stolen cheap champagne. His Hawaiian friends at the funeral didn't even know his real name. That's just a thumbnail sketch of Lightning. Man, he came, then he went. You see, one minute you're here, when you disappear, your life lost in the firmament. Just like lightning, you are flashing, you are off and on, and then you are gone. You are like lightning, you are flashing, and then you're off and on, and brother, you are gone.
Yeah, man.
That's great, dude.
Thank you, guys.
That's great. I don't really have anything to play now. Let's see.
Play White Trash Girl.
I'll go back to that. That's my default right there. All right, let's try this one. Okay, it's a strange tuning that I don't really understand. All right, let's see if I can. I won't tell you the story behind this. Okay, let's see here. Okay,
Don't blow it.
I'll try not to.
Last stop in show business.
Summer sweat shining on her skin. Can't forget the taste of that sweet sin. Heavy her kind of love makes it hard to breathe. So I can't go in there again. Stormy nights, whiskey in a glass, Marlboro lights, my heart has turned to ash. So I can't go there again. She almost did me in. I can't go there again. Oh, no, no, no. No, I can't go there again. I have seen what that road is. I can't go there again. No, no. Lord, please, you know I'm just a man down here on my knees. Help me get out while I can. 'Cause I can't go there again. She almost did me in. I can't go there again. No, 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 no. No, I can't go there again. I have seen what that road is. I can't go there again. No, 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 no. No, I can't go there again. She almost did me in. I can't go there again. No, 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 no. No, I can't go there again. I have seen what that road is. I can't go there again. Summer sweat shining on her skin. Thank you all very much.
You don't know this yet, but we're going to play one more each. We're going to take a little break. Is that right, Ryan?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We need to
Yeah, I'm going to sell some CDs. I got some old Van Halen CDs in my car. I got some. Sell you off.
That's great.
Okay, so I'm going to end this little part of the night with this song. I haven't put a record out actually since 1958. And
Man, you're due.
now it's been since 2014, and that suddenly feels like a long time ago, you know. But I just did a single. Remember, like singles, like 45s. I thought it was a record,
remember
but it
those.
turns out you do them now in the air. They're done electronically in there. But anyway, I'm going a long way to say that this is that song. It feels good to have something out into the world. I'm going to play it for you. There's not much more to say about it, except that I'm having the nicest time, and thank you guys so much for this night.
Yes.
It's called The Hard Part. When you find your world is drifting and your boat is only shifting and you're running out of room to run out, and your nerves are frayed and you're running in a retrograde, and the dead of night makes you feel like the only one.
begin to face the changes within. That's the hard part. To stand up to fear, to now be here. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. See, life meanders like a train, pulling on joy and pain and the weight of good souls. Some days are a beautiful sight, and others are a struggling fight. That's the way that train rolls. But keeping both hands on the wheel while facing what's real, that's the hard part. Navigating through the rain into the eye of the hurricane, that's the hard part. That's the hard part. Yeah. See, every man is an island in a world remote. We all travel alone. But letting someone see within, past the bones and the skin, it's the highest place you can go. And the choice between putting the gloves down and one more round, that's the hard part. To rectify what you need with how to proceed, that's the hard part. That's the hard part. Yeah. This is on Facebook Live, right? My mom is watching. Please clap along with me right now. My mom is 86, sharp. She calls me up a lot, tells me that I sing my own songs wrong. Not tonight, Mom. Maybe losing a friend to a life at its end, maybe that's the hard part. But to find wisdom in the act, and to live in the abstract, yeah, that's the hard part. When you go through the rain and the snow, may that road lead you home. Or when you get to where you need to be in all good company, may that love set you free. You get on a wavelength to find the strength to face the hard part. Yeah, gotta face the hard part. Gotta face the hard part. Thank you guys very much.
Love it.
Thank you.
All right.
Made it up.
I made all that up.
Just now. It's a lot of words.
All right. Is this thing on? All right. So I think my folks might be watching this Facebook Live. We know Patrice is watching. All right. So let's see. Patrice said Scars and Pocatello. Okay. Well, should we do Scars before we end and maybe start with Pocatello? Because I may not remember it in 20 minutes. A buddy I wrote this with just passed away recently, and so anyway, it's kind of a shock to me because I hadn't talked to him in a few years, and he was living in Nashville. He's Miranda Lambert's guitar player, and we wrote this song probably 16 or 17 years ago, I guess. And anyway, but the good thing is, I mean, you know, that he and I wrote this tune. There's a lot of funny stories behind this song that are unrelated to the song specifically. But anyway, I won't go into that. But anyway, so we wrote this tune, and for years and years, Scotty Ray, Colin Ray's brother, sort of found and nurtured Miranda Lambert way back in the day when she first started out in Lindale, Texas, and they're really close because Scotty was, just believed in her from the very beginning and all that. And she always loved this tune, and but she was, I guess 15 at the time. So anyway, I guess she never felt like she was close enough to, be able to record it because she was not really old enough to have that many scars. But one night in Nashville, while they were doing an acoustic set at the City Winery, she recorded this song. I mean, she didn't record it, but she sang this song because she had, said that she'd just gone through the divorce, with Blake and all that. So she sang it, yes, on an iPhone, recorded it, right? And the next morning, now I didn't know anything about this because I'm in Texas and oblivious to the rest of the planet now because Texas is all I need. And so anyway, yes, that's right. Except for my folks who still live in West Virginia. We'll get them. But I remember a friend of mine who lives in Canada texted me like at 8 o'clock, and the text was, "Hey man, congratulations on the Miranda thing. That's really cool." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Who is this?
Yeah. So it was a buddy of mine, Jake Matthews, and I said, "Man, what are you talking about?" And he texted me back because Jake knows me really well, and he said, "You're the only guy who probably would not know anything about anything that's happening with this song. And so you're serious about this, right?" Well, anyway, I said, "Yeah, man, I don't know anything about it." So he said, "Well, let me send you a link to Rolling Stone magazine, because Miranda sang your song last night and it's sort of blowing up." And I was like, "Really? Why did she do that?" And so he said, "Man, I'll send you the link." And I said, "Well, man, first of all, it's a song. Which song is it?" And he said, "Scars." And I said, there are probably 1,000 songs called Scars, man. Are you sure it's mine? It may not be mine. He said, "I'm pretty sure it's yours, man, because your name is in Rolling Stone under the lyric, that's printed." Like, okay, well, let me check it out. So he texted me the link. So there it was. By noon, it was on some kind of an entertainment. It was E-Weekly, like this daily show entertainment, channel. And I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy, And then by the end of the night, it was featured on all the news stations and all that. Somebody did, and I was like, man, this is really cool, So I thought, well, this is really interesting development because I didn't know anything about it. And so anyway, to make a long story a little bit longer, what happened was I was sure, and I went up, I called, Scotty Ray called me, about everything, and he said, "Hey, man, this is, it's kind of, this is a pretty cool thing, you heard about all that." I said, "Yeah, man, I just found out, from a friend of mine in Canada, and he said, "Well, man, I think she might record it, Well, anyway, like 1 million YouTube views later, and she wound up, for whatever reason, not recording it on that album, which I was sort of bummed about. But I thought, hey, man, and this has sort of woke me up to the whole streaming world, This sort of woke me up. And I said, but you know what? It's had like 1 million streams and 1 million views on like YouTube, right, which I didn't know anything about. And so I called my performance rights organization, BMI. I was like, "Hey, man, but maybe, even though she didn't record it, I could maybe go on a vacation or go fishing, maybe take the family." I was like, "Hey, could be, So I called my buddy at BMI. I was like, "Hey, man, I don't know if you know it." He goes, I said, "This Miranda just sang this song of mine." He goes, "Oh, yeah, I heard about it. I saw it on Rolling Stone, man. Congrats, T. Good job, buddy." I was like, "Well, I didn't have anything to do with it, but I was just calling you to see, what the water is like in terms of like, I was kind of wanting to take a little vacation maybe to, I don't know, Galveston somewhere, And I said, "But it's got like 1 million views right now." And he said, "Oh, wow, that's great, man, cool stuff." And I said, "So, not to beat around the bush here, but what might yield, you know, when I'd be able to take maybe a little Galveston fishing trip. Or he said, yeah, man, you know, it doesn't make as much, you know, those streaming things. And I said, well, I get that. You know, obviously I had a few hits, and I know it's not going to do that. But, you know, what are we looking at here? What's the neighborhood, you know? He said, well, how many so far? I said, well, it's almost like 1 million, and it's only been like 4 or 5 weeks, so it's pretty good, eh? And he said, oh, yeah, great, man. He said, but you'll probably get about $1 for that. and I went, hello? Did you? I'm sorry, man. I must not have heard you. Did you say, what'd you say? You said something dollars, right? No, man. I said $1, as in a single dollar, you know. And I said, are you kidding me? And I said, so I guess I couldn't even buy a McDonald's Coke with that. And he said, no, not really, not anymore. Yeah, it's about the only deal we could get. So anyway, that was real disappointing, obviously, because I didn't take that fishing trip until much later. But about 6 or 7 months ago, Colin, Scotty Ray's brother, this is before Scotty passed, put it on his latest album, and he was super excited to do it. And I think the album is called Scars. I think it's the title track, and it's one of the few songs that Colin didn't co-write, you know, with somebody or Scotty or whatever. So that was nice, and then it was even nicer that Miranda did the duet with her. So it's streaming now on a stream device near you. And so, yeah. But it's really cool. They did a fantastic job, and it was really nice that that happened before Scotty passed, because he just recently passed a few weeks ago. So anyway, I'll do that for Patrice and for Colin, and thanks, Miranda. She's probably mad at me for many years ago not wanting to write with her and Scotty Ray. And it's like, I don't know about writing with a 15-year-old man.
Shrewd.
Well, my bad. Some are deep, some are not. Some never hurt at all. Some hurt a lot. Some are there from our mistakes, and they're all that's left to show for the choices that we made. Even the ones too small to notice are there to remind us who we are. And I believe that if the world could look inside us, it just might see a blemish on our hearts from these scars. I've got mine, you got yours, and we've lived enough to know not to hide them anymore, 'cause we've had time, and time can heal. If it can change the way we look, it can change the way we feel. And I understand as well as you do, sometimes a touch can go too far. But love was never meant to be that easy, and they don't just disappear in the dark. These scars, and the pain that I remember is the pain that makes me stronger. I've had to look at life that way, and I've learned to rise above it, to keep from going under. Take it step by step, day by day. And I'm not ashamed of what you see, 'cause every single scar has become a part of me. And all I know here and now. Yesterday's gone, and we made it through somehow. Looking back, I'm glad I took my chances. They were worth at least enough to leave a mark. And maybe we don't know where we're going, but it's enough for me to know where we'll start with these scars. These scars. Woo! Thank you all. All right, about 20 minutes. We'll be back up about 20 minutes. Thank you all so much for coming out.